I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to thank Ufuoma Okri, a great mariner, for making this beautiful gown for me. GCU, Government College, Ogili. This is a symbol, the ship. Keep the ship sailing. Beautiful dress. I saw him wear one during the 80th anniversary. And I told him I liked it. And he said he would do one for me. And see me, behind is Marina. We are the biggest brotherhood in the whole world. Biggest brotherhood in the whole world. Ufoma Wekobiro, thank you so much. I want to look at why intelligent people might not be very successful. Why intelligent people might not be very successful, or brilliant people, people who are very academically brilliant. However, success is one of the most difficult things to define. There is no successometer to determine success. You can succeed in your marriage and not be very successful in business. You can be successful in raising wonderful children. You might not be successful in business or academics. Also, life is multifaceted. So excellence is also multifaceted. However, success is reaching a predetermined mark. It is reaching expected objectives. Success is meeting generational expectation. So what might be success, considered as success in one generation, might not be in another generation, or excellence. So you can see somebody who was typing with typewriter very fluently, Pitman with Olympia. Is it Olympia? Or yeah, I think it's Olympia, yes, Olympia. Might not be fluent with the computer, or might not have computer literacy. So success is usually very difficult to define, but it is meeting generational needs, meeting an expected end. But there are very brilliant people academically, very well educated, who I know that are dissatisfied with life. They are dissatisfied with the way they are living. They are dissatisfied with their income. They are dissatisfied with their work condition. Why? Number one, many brilliant people have different value systems. They have very different value systems. Some might just like to build a small house, drive a modest car, take a walk, live a quiet life, be able to read, go to church. Their value systems are different from several other people's. And so you might consider them unsuccessful, but they are happy. They have contentment. And the Bible says godliness with contentment is great gain. They are not in this rat race. Now, however, many brilliant people, many highly educated people, many intelligent people lack social intelligence. Number one, they are reclusive. They keep to themselves and to their few class of people. Number two, they are dismissive. What is first class? Is it not the same plane? I will sit down. We all come down the same time. We'll reach there at the same time. We all collect our luggages the same time. What is first class? What is Lamborghini? Oginibu Lamborghini. You know, that's how these very brilliant, intelligent people are. They talk. They dismiss, forget that thing. Very dismissive and sometimes very rigid. They are not willing to adapt, adopt, and advance. And they can be very, very opinionated once they hold on to that their idea, that their conviction, just like stupid people, according to Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Once they hold on to an idea, you can't change their mind. They are usually very rigid, non-flexible, and difficult to work with. And once you can't work with somebody, you can't work with people, then you can't progress. Now, the next thing is that they don't build networks. They don't know how to interact with people at different levels. So they lack human relations capital. They don't know. Now, tree way near tree now make monkey smart. It is the proximity of trees to each other that makes a monkey smart. And so they lack social intelligence. They don't build networks. Because in this world, only 3 phone calls can change a situation. Just 3 phone calls. You call 3 people who know another set of people can change your circumstances. Now, excuse me, very brilliant people, very intelligent people, very talented people, they usually get their ideas very easily. Things are easy for them to do. They can write very easily, paint very easily, sing very easily, do whatever very easily, solve problems very easily. So they don't know how to price themselves. They don't know how to price themselves. If you treat me like trash, you must pay cash anytime you need me again. I was to give a lecture on entrepreneurship to a state government, and somebody was saying, what is this dog? What this Dr. Apoki said? What is it, Dr. Apoki? What is so special about him? You know, he had been he worked for a big company. I've never worked for any person apart from the 2 years I worked at Royal Hospital after youth service. So he had lived and worked in a big corporation. Oh, is this Dr. Apoki? So I went there and I told them that the lady called me, the politician in charge called me, and I told her, this is how much you are going to pay for me to appear, to give the lecture at the government house. And she said, that's so much, because she will call some professors, they will just go there for 30,000, 20,000, and they said it's pro bono. I said, my name is not pro bono. I paid school fees. My father paid school fees. And so when she called me, she priced. I off the phone. I switched off the phone. I didn't answer her. Then she called me again. Did you switch off the phone? I said, no, it's network. Don't mind me, I'm a crazy man. It might be network. Okay, I will pay you what you have said. Fine. And then I waited till very close to the event. And I told her, you will be responsible for my accommodation. Accommodation? I said, you are inviting me? Okay, we'll do that. Then I specified the hotel. In most cities, there are hotels I stay. I specified the hotel. Okay, then we got there. I stayed in the hotel. Then I went to deliver the lecture. There were professors that came, they delivered their own, blah, blah, blah. Me, I delivered my own. I didn't use slide. I delivered my own very passionately. And she was excited. The hall erupted. Then I told her, how do I eat? We'll feed you too. I said, yes. Because I had performed very well. She said, okay, you will take lunch and breakfast. So I took lunch and dinner. I didn't take breakfast. And I went the next day. Then she subsequently invited me and said that the governor said I should present the speech I presented. The governor said I should explain something. I explained the thing and left an unexplainable or an unexplained component. She said the governor said you should explain that component. I explained that component and left another component that will need me being consulted again. And then said the governor said, so I explained and explained. And as I was explaining, the governor was knowing that I know more than him, even though he is in a position that was greater than I was. So most brilliant people, most intelligent, I'm not saying I'm brilliant, I'm not intelligent, but most people that have ideas, concepts, talents, they find it very excitable to associate with one big politician, one big man. No, I don't do that. You are there, you day your day, I day my day. So I usually stay mentally distant from you and I give value to myself. I prize myself highly. So most of them don't know how to place value on themselves. The next thing I'll quickly say is that they are too idealistic and arrogant, and they refuse to face reality. I was dealing with the governor and the politician that way because I know them. I know them. There are some religious organizations, I know them. You will bring a singer and pay them $10,000 to sing, just to sing songs that all of us can sing. Yes, they deserve their pay because they trained so hard for that 45 minutes singing, 1 hour singing. Don't talk down on gospel artists. They put in a lot of energy. God gave talent to footballers, and footballers get paid. Don't tell me that God gave them the talent. The next thing is that they bring comedians. Comedians will make them laugh. They charge them a lot. And if I'm going to teach you wisdom to make money, you pay. Because there are many of them I have taught. The members opened businesses afterwards, paid tithes and all that. They have not called me again. So we are talking about money issues and you pay. If it is to preach on evangelism, I don't charge you. But this one, oko ego, okpobo, ego, owo, we're talking about money. So the next thing is that most times they relate with people who don't have value for their knowledge. They don't have value. And once you sing for a deaf man, you sweat for nothing. Once you dance for a blind man, you sweat for nothing. If you present intellectual material to a stupid person, you are talking to a wall. And I see a lot of them when they come to social media to comment. Even the scriptures they want to quote, they don't know them. So, a lot of very intelligent people, because they criticize a lot, they analyze a lot, they have fear of criticism and fear of failure. As I said earlier on, most brilliant people are consulted, misused, and mismanaged by people less intelligent than themselves. Imagine a professor being jailed recently for rigging an election for maybe somebody he could have taught in the university or who have 2.5 credits. So the other thing is that they have this long distance tunneling syndrome. They dig underground to want to appear somewhere very great. You want to be a professor. Excuse me, this cough. You want to be a professor. You want to be a vice chancellor. You want to win the Nobel Prize. You want to, is it the Pulitzer Prize in literature or whatever? You start tunneling. Before you appear on the other side of the tunnel, you have been in darkness, obscurity. You will now find out that where you have appeared as a vice chancellor, the man who has been doing business, selling tires, selling building materials, running a good restaurant, running a school, has far left that place where you tunneled into. So comparatively, whether you like it or not, life is comparative. So before they come out of their tunnel, most of those who they started before have gone very far. And as I said, they are usually employed by people less than them. And finally, the point that will lead to the next video is that most brilliant people, because they tunnel, because they enjoy, most times they enjoy what they do. Any harlot that enjoys sex will not be able to buy panties or change her panties. You must dissociate the enjoyment of what you do from the functionality you perform. I'm not saying you should be disinterested, but don't get carried away. The spirit of the prophet is under the control of the prophet. When I go to a place to speak, they will say, we will take everything in him. Let's take everything in him. I keep quiet. I won't give you everything. If not, you won't need me again. Number two, they will say, can you speak for 30 minutes? I'm a wise man. I will speak for 25 minutes. I make sure it is very, very exciting. When it is 25 minutes, I will stop. Then I will tell you we will continue from there. Because over-availability reduces value. Don't wait until they tell you to stop. Stop before they tell you to stop. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I think I must stop here. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I have a webinar coming up on the 14th and on the 15th of March. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. We have properties for sale, the same number, +234, which is a Nigerian code, 80 21 21 92 62. You will be added to, it will tell you about the properties. Remember to subscribe. 60% of those who watch these videos have not subscribed. Subscribe so that you get notifications. These are brilliant ideas. I learn every day. I take time to research and write them. Share with others. Share with your children. Share with your friends. Share with your church members. Share them on your platform for their own good. God bless you.